What's the word, YouTube? It's your boy Guapo3x, aka the biggest. Guapo3x, aka the biggest 3x, aka GX3. Hey, no. It's your boy Guapo3x, aka GX3, aka the biggest 3x. Damn. It's your boy Guapo3x, aka GX3, aka the biggest 3x, and we back here with another video. Yeah, that sound right. That sound about right. I almost thought I fell off for a minute. You know what I mean? But yo, what's up, guys? And I just wanted to say, let's jump right into it, bro. I just wanted to say, before I react to this video and before I review these two videos that I will be posting today, I have no, this is just my personal opinion on the political debates, and I don't want nobody to be influenced by my ignorant opinions on the internet. I'm just posting these for entertainment purposes only and comedic laughter purposes only. And I don't know if maybe we want to have like a debate in the comment section. Debate purposes only. I don't want to influence nobody from this. I don't want nobody to take what I'm saying and make a vote off of what I'm saying. Please do not do that. That is bad energy. All right. But this is the Donald Trump Joe Biden presidential debate, man. And we will be reacting and breaking down these whole videos. We got two videos today. So I will be watching these are like the must watch moments, the funny moments, I guess, the best moments of the debate. And then we will be watching a full breakdown of the debate later. So yeah, let's get right into the video, man.
Now, please welcome the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Folks, how are you? Great to be here. Thank you.
Yo, my personal opinion, my nigga, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get straight into the bullshit, bro. My personal opinion.
And please welcome the 45th President of the United States.
My personal opinion,
Donald
dog.
Trump.
Hold on. Let's just wait till both of these niggas get up on stage. I ain't go and YouTube, CNN, anybody watching this that's in the higher powers of life, nigga, please do not take what I'm saying and like cancel me, or like, I don't care if I get canceled. Just don't like fuck up my video. Don't ban my video. Don't do none of that. All right, please. Thank you. But yeah, Joe Biden, my nigga, Joe Biden on being the president right now, bro. I don't fuck with that shit, bro. Like, Joe Biden is old as shit. He got like dementia. The nigga don't even, like, look at him. He just gazing at Donald Trump. Donald's like, yep, I'm here ready for business. This nigga like, oh my God, Donald, nigga. Because Donald been trolling this nigga. These niggas are the biggest ops right now. Biden don't even know where the fuck he at. Look like he woke up from a 7,000 year nap, my nigga. Like, he's like, what? How old is Biden? Is Biden 80? He's about to die. Bro.
President Trump, we will get to immigration later in this block. President Biden, I want to give you an opportunity to respond to this.
Look at this. Look how shocked and confused he look, and like he don't know where the fuck he's at right now.
Question about the national debt.
He had the largest national debt of any president in a 4-year period, number one. Number two, that $2 trillion tax cut benefited the very wealthy. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they, in fact, pay 8.2% in taxes. If they just paid 24%, 25%, either one of those.
Whoa! The nigga want people to pay 24% taxes? The nigga trying to make America go broke! Yo, I ain't gonna lie. In Canada, in certain parts of Canada, niggas pay 14% taxes. You know what that means, chat? That means if you go to the store, if you go to GameStop and the new Call of Duty is $50, it's gonna be $59.99, and it don't start. That's the main price, $59.99. And then when the niggas say after taxes, for that 14% turn into $80, $70. So like 25% tax in America, and y'all money is worth more than like a Canadian currency. So like Americans having to pay 25% taxes, the poor is gonna be poorer, and the richer is gonna go fucking broke. Oh my God. And Sleepy Joe, and y'all vote for Sleepy Joe.
Those numbers.
At least Biden give niggas money. I said at least Trump give niggas money. Like Trump been fucking with us, bro. Trump is for the people. I ain't gonna cap.
Raised $500 billion, I should say, in a 10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do.
But why is the debt bad? Like, look at what I'm saying, chat. If you're a president, your main job, your only job is to better the people, better your country, and better the environment. You listen to the 3 things I just fucking said, nigga. Better the people, better your country, and better the environment. If you're gonna be a president of anywhere, that is your 3 only objectives, nigga. Big 3 times if you're a president. You're a big 3 times president, nigga. You for the people, you for the country, and you for the environment. So Trump's debt, from my knowledge, is like he gave out a lot of money. Like, you know how the government gives out a lot of money to the civilians and the citizens? He gave a lot of money to citizens, gave a lot of opportunity, gave a lot of finances to people that did not have finances. So why the fuck is his debt a bad thing? If anything, his debt is for a good cause.
Child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to...
This nigga only want child and elder care because you're old as
to
piss.
strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person...
America's healthcare issue, like the whole like, nigga, I break my leg, I gotta go to the hospital and pay 12 bands. Like, I've already wrapped my head around the whole American healthcare issue, and like, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Cause like, honestly, in Canada with the free healthcare, nigga, you break your arm, you could just go to the hospital and they just help you. And that's how life should be. The doctor should just help you if you're in danger, nigga. Like, you know, if you're not in danger, if you're hurt, if you're damaged, the doctor should just help you, nigga. But like, in America's case, paying when you get physically hurt is like, it's okay, because if you have people like Trump, you're going to be able to pay. And then there's ways around. Like, you know why Obama is my favorite president? Because we had Obama. Y'all had Obamacare. Obamacare was a W. That's why Obama will forever be my favorite president. Obama was really for the people and really for the country.
Eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President.
This nigga Trump is looking at him like, yo, spit that shit out. Look, let's go back, chat.
Dealing with
this nigga Trump looking at him like, spit that shit the fuck out, nigga. Get it out. Get it out, Sleepy Biden. Sleepy Joe.
We beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump.
He had the reporter had to say, yo, shut that shit the fuck up. Yo, Trump, what you got to say?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare because all of these people are coming in. They're putting them on Medicare. They're putting them on Social Security. They're going to destroy Social Security. This man is going to single-handedly destroy Social Security. These millions and millions of people coming in, they're trying to put them on Social Security. He will...
I'm not sure what Social Security is, chat, because I'm just a young delinquent in the trenches. So somebody will have to educate me on that in the comments. But if I'm being kind of common sense and rational, isn't Social Security like some sort of finance, like some sort of income for the people? I don't know. I'm gonna keep watching. And find out.
Wipe out Social Security. He will wipe out Medicare. So he was right in the way he finished that sentence. And it's a shame. What's happened to our country in the last 4 years is not to be believed. Foreign countries, I'm friends with a lot of people, they cannot believe what happened to the United States of America. We're no longer respected. They don't like us. We give them everything they want, and they think we're stupid. They think we're very stupid people.
That's the thing that I don't agree with Trump. I agree with Trump in a lot of areas, but I don't agree in getting in office and playing bully ball. Cause the last 40 to 50 years of America has just been playing bully ball in society. If you look at all the countries and all the presidents and all the people in power, America is just the biggest bully. America be telling China, hey China, you got to send us all the fake clothes. You got to send us all the rice. You got to send us all the food. Because, you know, China has control of all the technology, the fashion, and the food. You know, our grain comes from China. Our clothes, our material comes from China. And, you know, our technology, because China is like 25, 30 years in advance in technology from us. So we'd be like, man, the niggas in power call it, like, if Trump was in office, Trump call up China, be like, yo, send the food, send the clothes, send the Yamin, and if you don't help my people, we're gonna come over there with the military and the fucking bombs and we're gonna bomb your shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how the countries work, though. I'm really showing y'all that's really how countries work. So like, and then China be like, all right, chill. We don't need to get into a full-on war because y'all got bombs and we got bombs. Y'all might have more and shit, but we got some shit too. I don't want to come fuck up y'all shit. Y'all don't want to come and fuck up my shit. So here, I'm gonna just send y'all the food, send y'all the Yamin, and y'all just let us live type shit. That's how America get down. America call up Russia. Hey man, we need artillery, we need weapons, we need bombs. If you don't send us weapons and bombs, we're going to team up with China, and we're going to team up with Yamin, and we're going to team up with them, and we're going to come roll out and step on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they be getting down. They be trading shit. They be threatening niggas. Like, man, it's crazy. War is crazy.
We're doing for other countries, and they.
But I don't agree with playing bully ball. I agree in like within Canada, there's a lot of peace offering and peace trading. Like I think everything can be discussed within peace. Like I know Joe brings a lot of peace, but with peace, it's kind of flip-sided, chat. Because with peace comes violence. If Joe, he's a peaceful nigga because he don't want confrontation. So he just be like the thing with Putin and Ukraine and Russia and shit. He just let Putin go over there and fuck up Ukraine. And he ain't do shit about it. Biden ain't do shit about it. He ain't send no people over there, nothing. He ain't do nothing about it. He just pussy. So, and the reason he pussy is because he peaceful. He let Putin do whatever he want to do in a matter of peace. He don't want to start a fucking World War III. But when you moving with peace, niggas gonna think you pussy. Now Trump, on the other hand, Trump would have been like, yo, Putin, don't go take over Ukraine, because if you take over Ukraine, you know I'm gonna have to send my niggas over there to fuck you up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of flopsided, chat.
Nothing for us.
It's kind of flopsided.
What this man has done is absolutely criminal.
President Trump, staying on the topic of immigration, you've said that you're going to carry out, quote, the largest domestic deportation operation in American history, unquote. Does that mean that you will deport every undocumented immigrant in America, including those who have jobs, including those whose spouses are citizens, and including those who have lived here for decades? And if so, how will you do it?
Just 1 second. He said we killed 3 people. The people we killed are al-Baghdadi and Soleimani, the 2 greatest terrorists, biggest terrorists anywhere in the world. And it had a huge impact on everything, not just border, on everything.
If you killed terrorists, nigga, it's okay. And look, YouTube, anybody that's watching this video right now, I will be making these disclaimers throughout the whole video, because what we are talking about is like a very, it's a very, very, subjective topic, one of them topics. So I will be making disclaimers. YouTube, this is just for political debate. I know I'm using derogatory language and shit, but like this is just the person that I am, for entertainment and comedic purposes only. But yeah, this is for all presidential debate purposes and world news purposes only, and entertainment forum. YouTube, I do not mean any harm by saying these things.
He's the one that killed people with the bad water, including.
But if you kill
hundreds
terrorists,
of thousands
it's
of people
should be
dying,
right.
and also killing our citizens when they come in. We are living right now in a rat's nest. They're killing our people in New York, in California, in every state in the union because we don't have borders anymore.
This nigga Biden looking like he in deep waters right now, like, cause this nigga Trump is just digging into his shit.
Every state is now a border. And because of his ridiculous, insane, and very stupid policies, people are coming in and they're killing our citizens at a level that we've never seen.
This nigga Biden like, for real, nigga? Are you serious? We're really gonna go there right now?
We call it migrant crime.
Trump like, yes, nigga, we gonna go there, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
I call it Biden migrant crime. They're killing our citizens.
Biden migrant crime is crazy. That's
before.
nasty word.
And you're reading it like these three incredible young girls over the last...
The nigga even got catchphrases. Look at his face. The nigga like, oh, you got catchphrases? Nigga, what?
few days. One of them, I just spoke to the mother, and he just had the funeral for this girl, 12 years old. This is horrible what's taken place. What's taken place in our country, we're literally an uncivilized country now. He doesn't want it to be. He just doesn't know. He opened the borders. Nobody's ever seen anything like. And we have to get a lot of these people out, and we have to get them out fast because they're going to destroy our country. Just take a look at where they're living. They're living in luxury hotels in New York City and other places. Our veterans are on the street. They're dying because he doesn't care about our veterans. He doesn't care. He doesn't like.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either, chat. If the immigrants are coming into the country, or I should say I agree with that. If the immigrants are coming into the country and they're living in luxury hotels and and they're living good life, what about the veterans? The veterans is the ones who fought for the country, who went to war, who died in war, who left their families and went and fought in war. We should be treating them with the most respect, and we should be guiding them when they come back from deployment. Cause that could be a scare mentally, physically, spiritually. That is a traumatic experience. That is a traumatic experience coming back from war. That is. So Biden, yeah, you not helping the veterans and helping the immigrants is crazy, my nigga. Cause immigrants are not even from America, and the goddamn veterans fought for America, bro.
Like the military at all, and he doesn't care about our veterans. Nobody been worse. I had the highest approval rating for veterans taking care of the VA. He has the worst. He's gotten rid of all the things that I approved, choice that I got through Congress, all of the different things I approved, they abandoned. We had by far the highest, and now it's down in less than half because he's done all these great things that we did, and I think he did it just because I approved it, which is crazy. But he has killed so many people at our border by allowing all of these people to come in. And it's a very sad day in America.
President Biden, you have the mic.
Every single thing he said is a lie. Every single one. For example, veterans are a hell of a lot better off since I passed the PACT Act. 1 million of them now have insurance, and their families have it. Their families have it because what happened, whether it was Agent Orange or burn pits, they're all being covered now. And his group opposed that. We're also in a situation where we have great...
It's like every time this old nigga talk, it's like I can barely fucking understand what the fuck he's saying. I think Trump got the same look on his face. What the fuck is this nigga saying?
Respect for veterans. My son spent a year in Iraq.
We don't want to look at his face. Look at his face. We don't want to hear about your dopehead son. If I wasn't on YouTube right now, I swear I'll pull up the clip of your son smoking crack, Joe Biden. We don't want to hear about your son. Keep that nigga the fuck out of the debate. Matter of fact, you lose 5 minutes into the debate. 5 minutes into this video, you fucking lost.
The next one of those burn pits came back with stage 4 glioblastoma. I was recently in France for D-Day. And I spoke all about those heroes that died. I went to the World War I cemetery he refused to go to. He was standing with his 4-star general, and he told me, he said, I don't want to go in there because they're a bunch of losers and suckers. My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
President,
your son is not a loser or a sucker. Your son is a fucking crack addict, a dopehead.
Trump.
First of all, that was a made-up quote, suckers and losers. They made it up. It was in a third-rate magazine that's failing, like many of these magazines. He made that up. He put it in commercials. We've notified him. We had 19 people that said I didn't say it. And think of this. Who would say I'm at a cemetery or I'm talking about our veterans? Because nobody's taken better care. I'm so glad this came up and he brought it up. There's nobody that's taken better care of our soldiers than I have. To think that I would, in front of generals and others, say suckers and losers. We have 19 people that said it was never said by me. It was made up by him, just like Russia was made up.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not familiar with the military and the Donald Trump situation, but I have seen a lot of Instagram pictures with him and veterans, and like I've heard here and there about Donald Trump helping out the military in the past. So like what he's saying right now is not bullshit. Now Joe Biden, I haven't heard nothing about you with the military. I haven't heard shit about you. The only thing I've heard about you in the military is your dope head's fucking son being in the military. Your dope head son leaving the military smoking crack. It's the only thing I heard.
Just like the 51 intelligence agents are made up. Just like the new thing with the 16 economists are talking, it's the same thing. 51 intelligence agents said that the laptop was Russia disinformation. It wasn't. That came from his son, Hunter. It wasn't Russia disinformation. He made up the suckers and losers, so he should apologize to me right now.
And I know we're 20 minutes in, chat, but I just wanted to say this. If you guys know more about this political stuff than me, because you guys can hear me talk right now. If anybody stayed for the 20 minutes, if you guys can hear me right now, drop in the comments who you guys are voting for. Drop in the comments who I should vote for. Drop in the comments who's the best vote. Just talk about in the comments. Give me some more knowledge and some more wisdom about the situation, because I'm just educating myself as I go with y'all. You know what I mean?
4-star general standing to your side was on your staff who said you said it. Period. That's number one. And number two, the idea that I have to apologize to you for anything along the line. We've done more for veterans than any president has in American history. And they now are in their family. The only sacred obligation we have as a country is to care for our veterans when they come home and their families and equip them when they go to war. That's what we're doing. That's what the VA is doing now. They're doing more for veterans than ever before in our history.
All right, thank you so much.
Let's move to the topic of foreign policy. I want to begin with Russia's war against Ukraine, which is now in its third year. Former President Trump, Russian President...
Wait, Russia and Ukraine's war has been going on for 3 years now? I'm getting old, chat. I'm going to be able to tell my kids, I was in a fucking war. Russia and Ukraine. The biggest shit that ever happened, grandson.
President Vladimir Putin says he'll only end this war if Russia keeps the Ukrainian territory it has already claimed and Ukraine abandons its bid to join NATO. Are Putin's terms acceptable to you?
First of all, our veterans and our soldiers can't stand this guy. They can't stand him. They think he's the worst commander-in-chief, if that's what you call him, that we've ever had. They can't stand him. So let's get that straight. And they like me more than just about any of them. And that's based on every single bit of information. As far as Russia and Ukraine, if we had a real president, the president that knew, that was respected by Putin, he would have never invaded Ukraine. A lot of people are dead right now, much more than people know. You know, they talk about numbers. You can double those numbers, maybe triple those numbers. He did nothing to stop it. In fact, I think he encouraged Russia from going in. I'll tell you what happened. He was so bad with Afghanistan. It was such a hard...
Yo, the manipulating and gaslighting is crazy. Y'all heard what he just said? He said Joe Biden encouraged Russia to go into Ukraine. Wow.
Horrible embarrassment, most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. That
Look, this nigga looks sick. This nigga looks sick to his stomach, chat. This nigga look like he's about to fucking die right here. Look, it looks like he's about to fucking crop and roll over and die. What the fuck?
Putin watched that and he saw the incompetence that he should have fired those generals like I fired the one that you mentioned. And so he's got no love lost. But he should have fired those generals. No general got fired for the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, Afghanistan, where we left billions of dollars of equipment behind. We lost 13 beautiful soldiers, and 38 soldiers were obliterated. And by the way, we left people behind, too. We left American citizens behind. When Putin saw that, he said, you know what? I think we're going to go in and maybe take this was his dream. I talked to him about it, his dream. The difference is he never would have invaded Ukraine. Never. Just like Israel would have never been invaded in a million years by Hamas. You know why? Because Iran was broke with me. I wouldn't let anybody do business with them. They ran out of money. They were broke. They had no.
Y'all see that bully bullshit? But W Trump for doing that. W Trump. I agree with what he just said. He wouldn't let nobody do business with Iraq. Iraq was broke as fuck. He said, if you do business with Iraq, nigga, we send the bombs and we send the gunners right now, nigga. Nobody send no money into Iraq because obviously Iraq is the bombers. No racism, YouTube. No racism. That's literally just the way life is. I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, YouTube. You know what I mean. Don't do that. Iraq is the bombers, YouTube. You know that and I know that. Don't fucking. I've been through a lot of strikes on here, all right? Do not ban me. It's not what you think it is. This is just me being opinionated, all right?
No money for Hamas. They had no money for anything. No money for terror. That's why you had no terror at all during my administration. This place, the whole world is blowing up under him.
What the fuck? Well, I guess CNN got to make their money somehow.
President Biden?
They got to give me that.
I've never heard so much malarkey in my whole life. Look, the fact of the matter is that we're in a situation where, let's take the last point first. Iran attacked American troops, caused brain damage for a number of these troops, and he did nothing about it. Recently, not when he was president. They attacked. He said they're just having headaches. That's all it is. He didn't do a thing when the attack took place, number one. Number two, we got over 100,000 Americans and others out of Afghanistan during that airlift. Number three, we found ourselves in a situation where, if you take a look at what Trump did in Ukraine, this guy told Trump, do whatever you want, do whatever you want. And that's exactly what Trump did to Putin, encourage him, do whatever you want. And he went in. And listen to what he said when he went in. He was going to take Kyiv in 5 days, remember? Because it's part of the old Soviet Union. That's what he wanted to reestablish, Kyiv. And he, in fact, didn't do it at all.
I don't. It's not just because Joe Biden's old as shit right now, chat. It's just I simply don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I would have said something. I just don't know what he's talking about.
Wasn't able to get it done, and they've lost thousands and thousands of troops, 500,000 troops.
Former President Trump, Russian President Vladimir Putin says he'll only end this war if Russia keeps the Ukrainian territory it has already claimed and Ukraine abandons its bid to join NATO. Are Putin's terms acceptable to you?
First of all, our veterans and our soldiers can't stand this guy. They can't stand him. They think he's the worst commander-in-chief, if that's what you call him.
Damn. The nigga is saying all the people in the military don't fuck with you, Joe Biden.
That we've ever had. They can't stand
and
him.
That's that.
Let's get that straight.
And Chad, that's the people that fuck with that fuck with the president the most. The people in the military. People in the military, like that's your commander, nigga.
And they like me more than just about any of them. And that's based on every single bit of information. As far as Russia and Ukraine, if we had a real president, the president that was respected by Putin, he would have never invaded Ukraine. A lot of people are dead right now, much more than people know. You know, they talk about numbers. You can double those numbers, maybe triple those numbers. He did nothing to stop it. In fact, I think he encouraged Russia from going in. I'll tell you what happened. He was so bad with Afghanistan. It was such a horrible embarrassment, most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, that when Putin watched that and he saw the incompetence, that he should have fired those generals, like I fired the one that you mentioned, and so he's got no love lost, but he should have fired those generals. No general got fired for the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, Afghanistan, where we left billions of dollars of equipment behind. We lost 13 beautiful soldiers and 38 soldiers.
Oh, I think he's talking about when the niggas went to Pakistan, or when the niggas went to Afghanistan and left all the and abandoned the mission. They went on the drill, and you know when niggas go on the drill and they see the ops, you know, more decked out than usual, they ran away. Like America, they deployed into Afghanistan, and then they seen them niggas was coming different, and they said, retreat, 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 and they left all the shit there, and 13 niggas died. I think that's what he's talking about.
were obliterated. And by the way, we left people behind too. We left American citizens behind. When Putin saw that, he said, you know what? I think we're going to go in and maybe take this was his dream. I talked to him about it, his dream. The difference is he never would have invaded Ukraine. Never. Just like Israel would have never been invaded in a million years by Hamas. You know why? Because Iran was broke with me. I wouldn't let anybody do business with them. They ran out of money. They were broke. They had no money for Hamas. They had no money for anything. No money for terror. That's why you had no terror at all during my administration. This place, the whole world is blowing up under him.
That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing, though, Chad, that there was no terror when Trump was in office. Because terrorism is a horrible thing. Like, too many innocent people die, and, like, you know, it's too unexpected and too chaotic. Like, it's a horrible thing, honestly.
I've never heard so much malarkey in my whole life. Look, the fact of the matter is that we're in a situation where, let's take the last point first. Iran attacked American troops, caused brain damage for a number of these troops, and he did nothing about it recently, not when he was president.
Well, what the fuck is he supposed to do about it? Suck they dick? What the fuck is, bro? No offense to anybody in the military, but when you go to the military, you're signing up for PTSD. You gonna see a nigga get shot in the face. You gonna see a nigga arm get blown off, and you gonna see a nigga get blown into pieces, bro. You going to it. It's a must, nigga. It's a going to happen, nigga. So what the fuck is the president out of all people gonna do for the trauma and the brain damage of these people, nigga? Man, the most you can do is, hey, bro, let's put $100 million aside in office for prostitutes, and let's send personal prostitutes to all the retired veterans, and let's keep them there let's just sign them up to be with them for life. Just, you get a prostitute for life, you get a prostitute for life, and we put those prostitutes on lifetime contracts to fuck those veterans to get that mental trauma away. Just suck their dick 24/7 throughout the day, and massage their feet and rub their back and cook the food and clean the house and be a prostitute. And yeah, bro, and that's the best way we could cure the mental trauma of these soldiers. On God, bro, make me president. 3 times for president.
They attacked. He said they're just having headaches. That's all it is. He didn't do a thing when the attack took place, number one. Number two, we got over 100,000 Americans and others out of Afghanistan during that airlift. Number three, we found ourselves in a situation where, if you take a look at what Trump did in Ukraine, this guy told Trump, do whatever you want, and do whatever you want. And that's exactly what Trump did to Putin, encourage him, do whatever you want. And he went in. And listen to what he said when he went in. He was going to take Kyiv in 5 days, remember? Because it's part
Didn't I already watch this?
1 minute. I just want to go back to my original question, which is, are Putin's terms acceptable to you? Keeping the territory in Ukraine?
No, they're not acceptable. But look, this is a war that never should have started. If we had a leader in this war, he led everybody along. He's given $200 billion now or more to Ukraine. He's given $200 billion. That's a lot of money. I don't think.
$200 billion to Ukraine? What the fuck are they going to do with $200 billion? But Joe Biden, listen, I haven't been on your side in the whole 33 minutes of this video. The $200 billion to Ukraine is a W. The reason why that's a good thing is because, bro, think about it. In Ukraine, a lot of babies have died, a lot of women have died, a lot of buildings have been blown up, a lot of businesses have been destroyed, a lot of families have been killed, a lot of terror has been done because of Vladimir Putin. We might as well give these niggas $200 billion so they could rebuild their shit and get back on their feet. I agree with it. I agree with that, bro.
There's ever been anything like it. Every time that Zelensky comes to this country, he walks away with $60 billion. He's the greatest salesman ever. And I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking anything. I'm only saying the money that we're spending on this war, and we shouldn't be spending it.
Nigga, it sounds like Trump just wants to get in office again so he could do the same thing he did and pocket all the money he was having in office. Because that's all Trump was doing. Trump was taking all the money in office. He was giving it to the people, and he was giving it to his damn self. Biden, he's actually using the money. He's using the money for the war. He's using the money for healthcare, using the money for this and that. He's just not good at what he does. Like, Biden's not good at what he does, and Trump doesn't do anything at all but help his damn self. So both of these niggas really shouldn't be in office, if I'm being honest.
Should have never happened. I will have that war settled between Putin and Zelensky as president-elect before I take office on January 20th. I'll have that war settled.
The only reason you have that war settled is because you're going to settle it with violence. You're not going to pay them.
People being killed so needlessly, so stupidly, and I will get it settled, and I'll get it settled fast before I take office.
President Biden, you have a minute.
The fact is that Putin is a war criminal. He's killed.
That's true. Putin is a war criminal. Putin is a warlord.
Thousands and thousands.
He's a fucking tyrant.
Thousands of people. And he has made one thing clear. He wants to reestablish what was part of the Soviet Empire. Not just a piece. He wants all of it.
My thing is, I know it might be fucked up, chat, but why the fuck do we even care if Putin takes Ukraine? Like, why do we even care? It's not even a part of the United States. We don't even own Ukraine. Why the fuck do we care? I'm going to leave it at that. Put it in the comment section how you feel about that.
Ukraine. That's what he wants. And then you think he'll stop there? Do you think he'll stop when if he takes Ukraine? What do you think happens to Poland? What do you think of Belarus? What do you think happens to those NATO countries? And so if you want to...
Nigga, if you think because he took Ukraine, he gonna take Poland and take this and take that, nigga, what do you think if he take Ukraine, they gonna just start fighting with him? If Putin take Ukraine, all he gonna do is send the niggas he had in Russia to go live in Ukraine and then just use Ukraine as his own country. It's not like the people of Ukraine is gonna fight for Putin. People of Ukraine are gonna be fucking dead. So he's not gonna be able to take Poland. He's not gonna be able to. He's really trying to do this just for power. Like he's a dickhead. I'm not gonna lie. He's a dickhead too. You're a dickhead. Trump's a dickhead, and Putin's a dickhead. I might be a dickhead too, but I could just vouch and say all three of y'all are dickheads too.
War, you ought to find out what he's going to do, because if in fact he does what he says and walks away, by the way, all that money we give Ukraine are from weapons we make here in the United States. We give them the weapons, not the money at this point. And our NATO allies have produced
we're supposed to give them the weapons.
Funding for Ukraine.
They're in a fucking war, nigga.
That's why we're strong.
Former President Trump, I want to ask you about January 6, 2021. After you rallied your supporters that day, some of them stormed the Capitol to stop the constitutionally mandated counting of electoral votes. As president, you swore an oath to, quote, preserve, protect, and defend, unquote, the Constitution. What do you say to voters who believe that you violated that oath through your actions and inaction on January 6th and worry that you'll do it again?
Well, I don't think too many believe that. And let me tell you about January 6th. On January 6th, we had a great border. Nobody coming through, very few. On January 6th, we were energy independent. On January 6th, we had the lowest taxes ever. We had the lowest regulations ever. On January 6th, we were respected all over the world. All over the world, we were respected. And then he comes in, and we're now laughed at. We're like a bunch of stupid people. What happened to the United States?
What does Trump say to the voters who believe he violated his oath of office on January 6th and worry he will do it again? I don't know nothing about that.
States' reputation under this man's leadership is horrible, including weaponization, which I'm sure at some point you'll be talking about, where he goes after his political opponent because he can't beat him fair and square.
You have 80 seconds left. My question was, what do you say to those voters who believe that you violated your constitutional oath through your actions and inaction on January 6, 2021, and worry that you'll do it again?
Well, I didn't say that to anybody. I said peacefully and patriotically. And Nancy Pelosi, if you just watched the news from 2 days ago, on tape to her daughter, who's a documentary filmmaker, they say, but she's saying, oh, no, it's my responsibility. I was responsible for this. Because I offered her 10,000 soldiers or National Guard, and she turned them down. And the mayor in writing, by the way, the mayor.
What the fuck? Niggas was going to give you 10,000 soldiers for what?
In writing, turned it down, the mayor of D.C. They turned it down. I offered 10,000 because I could see, I had virtually nothing to do. They asked me to go make a speech. I could see what was happening. Everybody was saying they're going to be there on January 6th. They're going to be there. And I said, you know what? There's a lot of people coming. You could feel it. You could feel it too, and you could feel it. And I said, they ought to have some National Guard or whatever. And I offered it to her. And
on January 6th, he was offering the 10,000 soldiers for protection.
And she now admits that she turned it down. And it was the same day she was, I don't know, she can't be very happy with her daughter because it made her into a liar. She said, I take full responsibility for January 6th.
President Biden?
Look, he encouraged those folks to go up on Capitol Hill, number one. I sat in the dining room off the Oval Office. He sat there for 3 hours watching, begging, being begged by his vice president and a number of his colleagues on the Republican side as well to do something, to call for a stop, to end it. Instead, they talked about these people being patriots and great patrons of America. In fact,
I think they're talking about the strike. They're talking about the big strike they did where they went and the raid where they just niggas went and they tore up shit. They were fucking saying Trump for president, and they were tearing up shit. They were just like fucking up the whole place, setting shit on fire, breaking into places. And Trump, he encouraged that. Nigga, Trump told them to do that. Like, Trump said, hey, since they trying to fuck with me, y'all go fuck with the world and y'all go fuck up the environment, nigga. So he basically said, yo, they not trying to make me win. They trying to blackball me. Yo, he sent a whole bunch of crash outs to just crash out in public and then fuck up the whole place. And they had a riot. That's what it's called. They rioted.
He says he'll now forgive them for what they've done. They've been convicted. He says he wants to commute their sentences and say that no. But he went to every single court in the nation. I don't know how many cases, scores of cases, including the Supreme Court, and they said, no, this guy is responsible for doing what was done. He did do a damn thing, and these people should be in jail, and they should be the ones who are being held accountable. And he wants to let them all out, and now he says if he loses again, such a whiner that he is, that there could be a bloodbath.
Thank you, President Biden.
That's all Trump does. Trump just threatens the government. He just says, yo, if y'all don't make me win, they're going to come bomb America. If you don't make me win, they're going to come riot in the streets. If you don't make me win, they're just going to kill niggas and it's going to be violent forever. That's all he does. He just threatens the people and they let him win. And then when he wins, he gets some bread. He gives the people some bread. The people are happy. He's happy. And then, But then he says some outrageous shit or he does some outrageous shit that makes him lose again. He always crashes out. Donald Trump is the biggest crash out of all time. Or the biggest crash out of this generation. He plays it cool until he gets in office. Once he gets in office, he pays himself, he pays the people, and then he crashes the fuck out. Last time he crashed out with kicking out all the Mexicans. He kicked out all the Mexicans out of America and he crashed out.
President Trump?
What they've done to some people that are so innocent, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. What you have done, how you've destroyed the lives of so many people. When they ripped down Portland, when they ripped down many other cities, you go to Minnesota, Minneapolis, what they've done there with the fires all over the city. If I didn't bring in the National Guard, that city would have been destroyed. When you look at all of they took over big chunks of Seattle. I was all set to bring in the National Guard. They heard that, they saw them coming, and they left immediately. What he said about this whole subject is so off. Peacefully patriotic. One other thing. The Unselect Committee, which is basically two horrible Republicans that are all gone now out of office, and Democrats, all Democrats, they destroyed and deleted all of the information they found because they found out we were right. We were right. And they deleted and destroyed all of the information. They should go to jail for that. If a Republican did that, they'd go to jail.
Thank you, President Trump. President Biden, I want to give you a minute.
The only person on this stage is a convicted felon is the man I'm looking at right now. And the fact
Damn!
What he's telling you is...
That is facts. Like, how do y'all feel about a convicted felon running the country? How do y'all feel about... But he ain't even do no... What did he do? Like, document fraud? Who the fuck cares? It's not like he raped a bitch or sexually assaulted a bitch or like killed somebody or like smoked crack or like toted guns or something. All he did was like frauded some documents. Nigga, who cares?
It's simply not true. The fact is that there was no effort on his part to stop what was going on up in Capitol Hill. And all those people, every one of those who were convicted, deserves to be convicted. The idea that they didn't kill somebody, just went in and broke down doors, broke the windows, occupied offices, turned over desks, turned them over statues. The idea that those people are patriots? Come on. When I asked him the first two debates we had, first time around, I said, will you denounce the Proud Boys? He said, no, I'll tell them to stand by. The idea he's refusing, will you denounce these guys? Will you denounce the people we're talking about now? Will you denounce the people who attacked that Capitol? What are you going to do?
I'm going to give you a minute, President Trump, for a follow-up question I have. After a jury convicted you of 34 felonies last month, you said if reelected, you would, quote, have every right to go after, unquote, your political opponents. You just talked about members of the Select Committee on January 6th going to jail. Your main political opponent is standing on stage with you tonight. Can you clarify exactly what it means about you feeling you have every right to go after your political opponents?
Well, I said my retribution is going to be success. We're going to make this country successful again.
Well, nigga, doesn't he have a right to go after his political opponent? Like, nigga, it's a debate. Nigga, he's a op. Nigga, Joe Biden is a op. Donald Trump's a op. They're ops, nigga. You have to go at each other. They've been going at each other for the whole 46 minutes we've been here.
Because right now it's a failing nation. My retribution is going to be success. But when he talks about a convicted felon, his son is a convicted felon at a very high level. His son is convicted, going to be convicted probably numerous other times. Should have been convicted before, but his Justice Department let the statute of limitations lapse on the most important things. But he could be a convicted felon as soon as he gets out of office. Joe could be a convicted felon with all of the things that he's done. He's done horrible things. All of the death caused at the border, telling the Ukrainian people that we're going to want $1 billion or you change the prosecutor. Otherwise, you're not getting $1 billion. If I ever said that, that's quid pro quo. That we're not going to do anything. We're not going to give you $1 billion unless you change your prosecutor, having to do with the son. This man is a criminal. This man, you're lucky. You're lucky. I did nothing wrong. We'd have a system that was rigged and disgusting. I did nothing wrong.
Thank you, President Trump. President Biden, you have said, I'm coming right to you, sir.
That nigga huffing and puffing, chat.
You want to respond? Go ahead. I'll give you a minute to respond.
The idea that I did anything wrong relative to what you're talking about is outrageous. It's simply a lie, number one. Number two, the idea that you have a right to seek retribution against any American just because you're president is wrong. It's simply wrong. No president's ever spoken like that before. No president in our history has spoken like that before. Number three.
Yeah, Trump's like, oh, that's all, fuck nigga? Huh? That's all you got, fuck nigga? Let me talk now. Look, why Trump always got this villain frown on his face? It's like he's frowning, but he's frowning, but he's not mad.
Crimes you are still charged with. And think of all the civil penalties you have. How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties for molesting a woman in public, for doing
what the fuck?
Things, of having sex with a porn star on the
oh my God!
While your wife was pregnant. I mean, what would you
Nigga.
on the night while your wife was pregnant? I mean, sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant. I mean, what would
he's like, nigga, that's some good ass pussy, nigga. Thank you for reminding me, nigga. Shit, I've been going through a lot of shit, legal issues, running for office, fighting in wars, nigga. You just reminded me some fire ass pussy. Look, that's that face. Oh shit, nigga. Just reminded me of some fire ass pussy, nigga.
What are you talking about? You have the morals of an alley cat.
Give you a minute, sir.
I didn't have sex with a porn star, number one. Number two, that was a case that was started and moved. They moved a high-ranking official, a DOJ, into the Manhattan DA's office to start that case. That case is going to be appealed and won. We had a very terrible judge, a horrible judge, Democrat. The prosecutor were all high-ranking Democrats, appointed people, and both the civil and the criminal. He basically went after his political opponent because he thought it was going to damage me. But when the public found out about these cases, because they understand it better than he does, he has no idea what these cases are. But when they found out about these cases, you know what they did? My poll numbers went up, way up. You know that because you're reporting it. And we took in more money.
Yo, that nigga Trump is just like a YouTuber or a content creator or a social media influencer. He's like, nigga, they charged me with public molestation. Nigga, they charged me with fraud. Nigga, they slandered my name. But you know what it did? It made my president votes go up, bitch.
Money in the last 2 weeks than we've ever taken in the history of any campaign. I don't think any campaign has ever taken. Hundreds of millions of dollars came pouring in.
Yo, what the fuck am I watching,
it's a scam, and it's a guy that's after his political opponent because he can't win fair and square.
Let's turn to concerns that voters have about each of you. President Biden, you would be 86 at the end of your...
Damn, didn't I say that, child, at the start of the video? What is Biden, 80? You're gonna be 80 fucking 6. Get him out of office, respectfully. Put him in a fucking retirement home or so. He's gonna die. He's gonna die, bro. He's 86. He's going to die. Joe Biden, you're going to die in the next 5 years. Go the fuck to bed, Sleepy Joe. Go get the fuck out of here.
Your second term.
Like,
how do you address concerns about your capability to handle the toughest job in the world well into your 80s?
Well, first of all, I spent half my career being criticized being the youngest person in politics. I was the second youngest person ever elected to the United States Senate, and now I'm the oldest. This guy's 3 years younger and a lot less competent. I think that just look at the record. Look at what I've done. Look how I've turned.
Trump's 83.
Situation he left me.
Trump shouldn't be. No president. No president should be working in their 80s, bro. Maybe your high 70s, but not your 80s. Your 80s, you done. Like
100,000 manufacturers.
You're done, my nigga.
More investment in America, over billions of dollars in private investment in enterprises that we are growing. By the way, we brought an awful lot of people. The whole idea of computer chips. We used to have 40% of the market. We invented those chips, and we lost it because he was sending people to find the cheapest jobs overseas and to bring home a product. So I went to South Korea. I convinced Samsung to invest billions of dollars here in the United States, and guess what? Those fabs they call to build these chips. Those fabs pay over $100,000. You don't need a college degree for them. And there's billions, about $40 billion already being invested and being built right now in the United States, creating significant jobs for Americans from all over the world.
President Biden, you have 40 seconds left. Would you like to add anything?
Yeah, I would.
I know this is way off topic, but chat, I don't know why the fuck none of these dumbass dickheads ever thought of this. You know what would make you automatically win? Especially you, Trump, because you're ignorant and you are a bullshit nigga. If y'all just came out and said, man, listen, when I get in office, weed is legal for the whole America. You know how much niggas gonna vote for you? Because y'all ain't got no niggas voting for y'all. Y'all just got white people and Mexicans and Asians and Indians. Y'all ain't got no niggas. Just make weed legal, man. Make weed legal and make weed cheaper. And put dispensaries all around 5 minutes, 10 minutes away walking. Man, we vote for your bitch ass tomorrow.
The idea that somehow we are
3 5s for $10. 3 5s for $5.
Talk like this before.
And the dispensary 5 minutes away walking.
Name me
2 minutes on the bike. Man, we vote for your ass.
Wouldn't trade places with the United States of America for all our problems and all our opportunities. We're the most progressive country in the world in getting
Percocet legal, nigga.
The strongest country in the world.
Percocet and weed and lean, nigga. And all the niggas vote for you, nigga.
Everybody trusts us. All of our allies and those who he coddles up to, from Kim Jong-un, he sends love letters to, and Putin, etc. They don't want to screw around with us.
What the fuck is he talking about? What did he say?
And those who he coddles up to, from Kim Jong-un, he sends love letters to, and Putin, etc.
He said those niggas he be cuddling up sending love letters to, Kim Jong-un and Putin.
They don't want to screw around with us.
Thank you. Former President Trump, to follow up, you would be 82 at the end of your second term.
God damn.
What do you say to voters who have concerns about your capabilities to serve?
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public.
Trump might be 80, but Trump is sharp. He's sharp. Like his mind is sharp. Biden, you're slow as fuck. Like you're slow. Every time you talk, I want to go to sleep, I swear.
He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one. Like go through the first 5 questions. He couldn't do it. But I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year. And, you know, we knock on wood wherever we may have wood, that I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships.
Golf is not an athletic sport, Trump. You're swinging your fucking arms and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was.
How the fuck did a president debate turn into like the NBA Columbine? What the fuck is this?
25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably...
Who's the best granddad?
But I'm in as good a shape as I was years ago. I feel very good. I feel the same. But I was willing
fuck
to...
we having grandpappy bottles
for? And you know
for?
what? If I didn't do well, I aced them. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who's a great guy when he was White House doctor. And then I took another one, a similar one. And one of them said they've never seen anybody ace him.
Thank you. President Biden?
You can see
She cut him off right where the cap started. He said one of them said nobody's ever aced him. Get your lying ass out of here, you 8-year-old nigga.
he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235.
How tall is Trump? Can we just get a quick Google? How tall is Trump? We just need a quick Google, chat. Is he really 6'5"? Wait. Donald Trump is 6'3". Abraham Lincoln was 6'4", though. Abraham Lincoln was a tall nigga.
Pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's it.
You 6'3".
Just take a look.
Donald about 6'3".
Take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him.
A driving contest?
Which, when I was vice president, down to a 6. But by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf with you if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
What do you mean, nigga, he can. I could put money on it, Trump. Can you? Nigga, can you carry your own bag?
He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8.
Never.
But I have, you know how many...
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Okay, let's
not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to
21
turn
Let's not act like children.
You
to
are
a
a child.
specific concern that voters have about you. Will you
80-year-old men calling each other childs.
pledge tonight that once all legal challenges have been exhausted, that you will accept the results of this election, regardless of who wins, and you will say right now that political violence in any form is unacceptable?
Well, I shouldn't have to say that, but of course I believe.
What the fuck did I just hear? Donald J. Trump said political violence is unacceptable. Nigga, you are the embodiment of political violence. Oh my goodness.
Believe that. It's totally unacceptable. And if you would see my statements that I made on Twitter at the time, and also my statement that I made in the Rose Garden, you would say it's one of the strongest statements you've ever seen. In addition to the speech I made in front of, I believe, the largest crowd I've ever spoken to, and I will tell you, nobody ever talks about that. They talk about a relatively small number of people that went to the Capitol, and in many cases were ushered in by the police. And as Nancy Pelosi said, it was her responsibility, not mine. She said that loud and clear. But the answer is, if the election is fair, free, and I want that more than anybody. And I'll tell you something. I wish he was a great president, because I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be at one of my many places enjoying myself. I wouldn't be under indictment because I wouldn't have been.
That's true. That's fucking true. That is facts. That is factual information. Joe Biden, look at his face. He knows that. He knows that shit is true. If you were a good fucking president, Joe Biden, there is no way in hell we would be even debating that a fucking criminal, a fucking convicted felon is even close to a president stand with you. You are debating with a convicted felon. You're debating with a convict. And you're supposed to be the president of the United States. So what Trump just said is facts.
His political opponent, because he indicted me because I was his opponent. I wish he was a great president. I would rather have that. I wouldn't be here. I don't mind being here. But the only reason I'm here is he's so bad as a president that I'm going to make America great again. We're going to make America great again. We're a failing nation right now. We're a seriously failing nation. And we're a failing nation because of him. His policies are so bad. His military policies are insane. They're insane. These are wars that will never end with him. He will drive us into World War III. And we're closer to World War III than anybody can imagine. We are very, very close to World War III. And he's driving us there. And Kim Jong-un and President Xi of China, Kim Jong-un of North Korea, all of these, Putin, they don't respect him. They don't fear him. They have nothing going with this gentleman, and he's going to drive us into World War III.
You want a World War III, let him follow and win, and let Putin say, do what you want, NATO. Just do what you want. There's a thing called Article 5. An attack on one is an attack on all, and required response. The idea, I can't think of a single major leader in the world who wouldn't trade places with the job I've done and what they've done. Because we are a powerful nation. We have wonderful people. It's because of the people, not me. It's because of the American people. They're capable of anything, and they step up when they're needed. And right now, we're needed.
What the fuck? You're supposed to be a leader, and you're talking about the people? Nigga said, oh yeah, it's not because of me. It's because of the people while I'm doing such a great job.
We're needed to protect the world because our own safety is at stake. And again, you want to have a war.
You're the president of the United States, not the president of the world, you fucking cocksucker. You're not supposed to protect the world. You're supposed to protect the United States. You're a fucking dickhead, bro.
Putin, go ahead and take Kyiv. Make sure they move on. See what happens in Poland, Hungary, and other places along that border. Then you have a war.
President Trump, as I come back to you for a follow-up, the question was, will you accept the results of this election, regardless of who wins?
Just to finish what he said, if I might, Russia, they took a lot of land from Bush. They took a lot of land from Obama and Biden.
Don't talk about my nigga Obama like that, bitch ass nigga.
Trump, nothing. He knew not to do it. He's not going to play games with me. He knew that. I got along with him very well, but he knew not to play games. He took nothing from me. But now he's going to take the whole thing from this man right here. That's a war that should have never started. It would have never started ever with me. And he's going to take Ukraine. And, you know, you asked me a question before, would you do this? He's got us in such a...
What he's saying right now is kind of making me question. You just said we're closer to World War III with Biden, but you're trying to say, oh yeah, Putin wouldn't fuck with me. Putin wouldn't fuck with me. Putin wouldn't fuck with me. Putin would fuck with anybody, nigga. The reason why Putin hasn't fucked with the United States is because Biden's been a cool guy for the most part.
A bad position right now with Ukraine and Russia. Because Ukraine's not winning that war.
Biden's not playing bully ball.
Until such time. They're running out of people. They're running out of soldiers. They've lost so many people. It's so sad. They've lost so many people, and they've lost those gorgeous cities with the golden domes that are 1,000 years old, all because of him and stupid decisions. Russia would have never attacked if I were president.
Trump, the question was, will you accept the results of the election?
And that nigga Trump don't be answering the main question. He just be answering his own questions. That nigga do not answer the questions this bitch be asking him.
Regardless of who wins, yes or no, please.
If it's a fair and legal and good election, absolutely. I would have much rather accepted these, but the fraud and everything else was ridiculous. And if you want, we'll have a news conference on it in a week, or we'll have another one of these in a week. But I will absolutely. There's nothing I'd rather do. It would be much easier for me to do that than I'm running again. I wasn't really going to run until I saw the horrible job he did. He's destroying our country. I would be very happy to be someplace else, in a nice location someplace. And again, no indictments, no political opponent stuff, because it's the only way he thinks he can win. But unfortunately, it's driven up my numbers and driven them up to a very high level because the people understand it.
Well, let's see what your numbers are when this election is over. Let's see. You're a whiner. When you lost the first time, you continued, you appealed and appealed to courts all across the country. Not one single court in America said any of your claims had any merit, state or local, none. But you continue to provoke this lie about somehow there's all this misrepresentation, all this stealing. There is no evidence of that at all. And I tell you what, I doubt whether you'll accept it because you're such a whiner. The idea if you lose again, you accepting anything, you can't stand the loss. Something snapped in you when you lost the last time.
We'll be right.
That's crazy, chat. That's fucking crazy. That's the end of the video? That's the end of the video, my nigga. Look, yo, y'all put in the comment section, man. That was crazy, bro. Put in the comment section who y'all voting for. Put in the comment section who's the bigger dickhead. Put in the comment section who's wrong, who's right. Put in the comment section what y'all feel about what I said. Man, that was a great little debate, man. Tell me if I should continue these, bro. I will continue these if y'all want me to, man. But yeah, it's been your boy Guapo3x, aka the biggest 3x, aka GX3. And you know what I'm saying, man? Or I said that wrong, but you know, we could say it wrong for the outro. Who cares? I'm a little high right now, bro. But man, y'all know it's been another banger in YouTube. If y'all watching this right now, YouTube, bro, this was just for political debate reasons, entertainment purposes, comedic purposes only. None of the shit I said, don't take it serious, don't take it harmful. Just take it lightly, take it like a joke. The original video will be in the description below. The link to my Discord will be in the description below. Join up, 3x Nation on top. 3x Entertainment is my other page, and I have Internet Menace. A few other pages y'all should go subscribe to. Internet Menace on Rumble. I'm going crazy on Rumble right now, bro. But yeah, man, it's been y'all boy Guapo3x, man, and I'm out, man. Hope y'all have a blessed weekend, and I hope y'all keep guiding your life and keep winning, bro. Keep getting bad bitches, keep fucking coochie, bro. Keep getting money, bro, and keep being that nigga, bro, because I believe in y'all, bro. Keep faith in God, keep faith in yourself, keep faith in everything, bro, and everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna see all right. Real shit, bro. Don't commit suicide. Real shit, bro. I love all y'all.